Okay, guys, you know what time is it? When you hear that sick tune, it's time to talk sports, guys. And on that note, I welcome you to Sport Beats, the weekend review, where we review everything that has happened in the last 72 hours from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and of course Monday. Okay, we'll talk about, of course, the top five leagues in Europe: the Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the British Liga, the French League. Oh, and of course, not forgetting the Italian Serie A. No, come on, we'll bring you up to speed from the Nigerian Premier Football League. The Flamingos far away in Dominican Republic, the Flying Eagles, and how they fared in Lome, Togo. The Super Falcons are here in Nigeria, and of course, not forgetting all the transfer gist, latest from the world of tennis, Formula One, golf, and I'll tell you anything happening, including wrestling and judo. So, it promises to be exciting, pulsating, interactive, fun-filled, and sporty-packed. So I tell you, just stick with me because I'm giving you all you need to know about the weekend review. I am your sport bishop, the magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor, none so Arinzechi. Okay, without wasting much time, guys, you know how we do it. We go straight into the action. We get you all the latest gist happening. So, relax, okay? We'll take a breather. When we come back, we'll be heading out to the local scene. Okay, guys, begin from the local scene. And let's start off all the way from basketball. I'll let you know that defending champions Rivers Hoopers started their title defense with an 87-39 win over South rivals Delta Force on Sunday in Benin. Hoopers started strong with a 27-9 lead at the end of the first quarter and further extended it to a 48-17 over Delta Force, who struggled from both ends of the floor. The second quarter was no different as the Kingsmen continued to annihilate their opponent from Asaba. Ifeanyi Ikoko scored 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals to go with it. Koko also shot 3 of 3 from behind the arc and 1 over 3 from the line. MVP of the Chief of Defense Staff CDS, Abel Ofia, added 15 points, 4 assists, and knocked down 2 threes in the game, while Patrick Abbas shot 10 points, 4 rebounds, and went 100% from the foul line. On the league debut, Samuel was a delight to watch in front of the Edo fans who came to watch. The former high-flying Benin center player had 11 points from 5 to 6 Fijis, which included 3 dunks in the game. Sani added 4 rebounds, made 1 over 2 from the line, and it was also another great debut for Victor Sunday, who shot 8 points on a 4 over 4 shooting, 6 assists, 3 rebounds from the bench. Buchi Wamu and Victor Mohamed both contributed from the board with 8 and 10 rebound made respectively, and the Kingsmen will now play the Oluyole Warriors in the next game. That game is for today, 10:30 a.m. And now to wrestling we go. We had the Nigerian Army Med Champions of Customs Military and Paramilitary National Wrestling Championship in Abuja, the 3-day tournament which had host Customs, Nigerian Air Force, NSCDC, Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Navy, FRSC, Nigerian Correctional Service, competing with 9 gold, 4 silver, 1 bronze to assert its dominance in the wrestling event among military and paramilitary organization. And I tell you, this was how the table looked like at the end of proceedings. You have a Nigerian Army with first 9 gold, 4 silver, 1 bronze. Nigerian Air Force second, 2 gold, 2 silver, 5 bronze. NFCDC were third with 2 golds and 3 bronze. Nigeria Police were fourth, 1 gold, 6 silver, 4 bronze. Customs had 1 gold. Nigerian Navy has 3 silver, 4 bronze. Nigerian FRSC has 3 bronze, and Correctional had 2 bronze to finish 8 on the table. This competition and how important it is for him, in reckoning new talent for not only in wrestling but in sport in general. How military are playing a pivotal role to get sport to weight. Let's take a listen from, of course, General Musa Christopher.
High, and it will continue to get higher, and that's what we're looking at.
All right. Well, we've seen you get involved in a couple of sports events, and I mean it's quite laudable. But then, how can we spread this across partnering with federations?
We encourage each other on doing this. You can see the Wrestling Federation has done this as part of those talents they have, instead of just leaving them around. And I'm sure if we're able to engage them, it will reduce some of this.
Can represent Nigeria to bring that gold for
The games is going to be from 18th to 30th of November. It's important that we show support because military men and women from all Africa are going to be here. It's important for us to show them the hospitality.
The story is being told by the media, but the sports writers in Abuja have not really had contact with the organizers of this competition.
That is ongoing. That is ongoing. I can assure you that is ongoing. You will see it happen.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Okay, that was of course the chief of defense staff, General Mustafa Musa, speaking after the competition. Let's also listen, of course, to the representative of the Controller General of Customs, Adini Adewale Bashiru. He spoke about the competition and what it means hosting something as huge as this.
By congratulating the Controller General of Customs, Adeni Bashir Adewale, MFR, for this great sponsorship for the first edition of the wrestling competition. This is also part of the service corporate social responsibility. In fact, the essence of this is to bring out talents amongst the military and paramilitary. And you can see during the finals, talents were discovered and a lot of new techniques were executed.
All right, and of course, what was the aim? Why was the controller interested in sponsoring this competition?
Like I said, the essence of this is to bring out talents that will represent the nation, both national, international competition. In fact, the Comptroller General of Customs, in his opening ceremony speech, he did mention that this sponsorship will not end at this edition, that it will metaphors into learning institutions such as local competitions, that is going to sponsor some of the events during university games, polytechnic games, college of education tournaments. So it's all in line with his desire to give back to the system, to see how you can add value towards the discovery of hidden talents.
Also speaking as well in the closing ceremony was, of course, a Commonwealth champion, of course, African champion, Blessing Brodudu. She spoke about the competition and, of course, how important it is to develop the sports wrestling in Nigeria.
Championship. We want to see more of wrestlers, more of them coming out fit, wrestle next time. So it is a good one.
In terms of development of the sport, do you think that this will contribute, considering that, sports is developed at a younger age, but we're not seeing many of the officers young enough to now grow into becoming professionals?
I think that one will be the top people in the military, for them to give them pass to the young people that want to do wrestling, for them to go to a good state where they are wrestling. Places like Bayelsa, Ondo State, and Lagos State, and other states, where they can be able to train. And I believe 3-4 years, you will see these people that will compete here that you look as if they are not fit. You will see them be African champion and Commonwealth and national champions.
Of course, that was a Blessing Oboroduru speaking during that competition. And the last one, let's go straight to football. We go straight to CAF, where we hear that the Confederation of African Football CAF President Patrice Motsepe of South Africa has announced his intention to seek re-election in March 2025. Motsepe, the owner of PSL club Mamelodi Sundowns, initially assumed the CAF presidency on the 12th of March 2024, succeeding Ahmed of Madagascar. His decision to run for his second term follows requests from several quarters and key stakeholders, according to CAF statement on Friday. The statement read following requests from numerous CAF Member Association President, Zonal Union President, and key stakeholders, the CAF President, Dr. Patrice Musepe, has finally agreed to stand as candidate at the CAF presidential election scheduled for March 2025. At the time of the election, CAF was grappling with various financial scandals that prompted FIFA to appoint Fatma Samora as the FIFA General Delegate for Africa to support governance improvement within Africa. Since then, Musepe has been widely acknowledged for his positive influence on CAF governance and reputation. And now we go to all the way to Egypt. Talking about the beach Africa Cup of Nations. Unfortunately, there is no Nigeria. Super Eagles couldn't make it as Mauritania, don't forget, knocked us out here in Kaduna, Nigeria. But we now know the new champion has emerged. And again, it has to be Senegal. They've continued their dominance in the beach in Africa, on the beach in Africa, as they claimed the 2024 Beach Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. After struggling in the early part of the competition, Senegal recovered in time to reach the final and set up a clash with debutant Mauritania. Mauritania was the support package of the competition after they edged out Nigerian Sand Eagles during the qualifier. Like I told you earlier, they were able to prove their mettle in the competition proper by reaching the final, but the Senegalese proved too much to handle for them in the final as they suffered a 6-1 defeat. Senegal has now won the competition for its record 8 times. Despite the defeat, Mauritania will follow Senegal to the World Cup in Seychelles as Africa representatives. We stay with African football. We hear, of course, that the Confederation of African Football CAF has confirmed the cancellation of the qualifying match of the Championship of African Nations CHAN. The cancelled game was supposed to be between Ethiopia and Eritrea, scheduled for next week. According to the update from the body, the game would not take place again after Eritrea and Sudan. Some good news we can tell you here. The Confederation of African Football has also shortlisted the Super Eagles of Nigeria, one of the nominees for the National Team of the Year. CAF released 10 national teams, which had the Super Eagles who were running up at the 2023 African Cup of Nations held in Ivory Coast earlier this year. Others are Angola, Burkina Faso, DR Congo, Morocco, Mozambique, South Africa, Sudan, Uganda, and 2023 AFCON champion Côte d'Ivoire. CAF had earlier confirmed the 2024 CAF Award will take place in Marrakesh, Morocco on December the 16th. This is the third consecutive time the prestigious award will be held in North African country. Don't forget that we have 2 Nigerians as well in nominees for the Player of the Year, Secretary Ademola Lookman and the captain of the Super Eagles, William Troost Ekong. And after the camp of the Super Falcons we go, we hear that Atletico Madrid feminine striker Rashida Ajibade was the hero on Saturday in the international friendly between the Super Falcons and Algeria. The friendly game was put together to put both sides in shape for the upcoming qualifiers for the 2024 Women African Cup of Nations. The game played at the Rema Stadium in Ikenne was dominated by the 9-time African champion, and it was the team captain who netted both goals in the first half to give Nigeria a well-deserved victory. Both sides will clash again on Tuesday in Lagos. Talking about the game in Lagos, we hear that the Nigerian Football Federation has announced a change of the kickoff time for Tuesday's international friendly game between the Super Falcons and the Algerian Green Ladies. According to the NFL, the clash, which was expected to be held at the Bolobadi Johnson Arena in Lagos, will now commence 2 p.m. as against the earlier advertised 4 p.m. The NFL explained on Sunday that the Algerian delegation has opted to commence their return journey on Tuesday night. So, that game will not be played. Don't forget, the first leg I told you, Ajibade scored twice in that game, and the guys, talking about the Algerians, will be hoping for a comeback. And after sad news, we head out to the Under-17 World Cup in Dominican Republic, where we hear that Nigerian interest at this year's FIFA Under-17 World Cup ended on Saturday night as the United States of America scored a goal in each half to send the 2024 bronze medalists packing from the tournament in Dominican Republic. Coach Bankole Lowekere's game plan was cruelly undermined by injuries to 3 of his first 11 within the first 45 minutes. Forward, Blessing Ifeatuezwe was the first to be firstly withdrawn and to be replaced by Peace F. Young. Then left back Onyedikachi Ekeze was replaced by Ricky Back, as his defender Juma Adebayo was also went down but was able to continue after some minutes. Hamani Chidi, a leading scorer in the African qualifying campaign, lifted the ball too high from a free kick in 29 minutes and again put too much purchase on our effort in the 28th minute. But it wasn't to be, as a Fuller double the lead for America in that one, and then it was to be Fuller couldn't help the match. She scored twice in that game, a penalty in that encounter, and unfortunately Nigeria was beaten by 2-0. And of course, the coach of the team is still quite defiant in defeat. Talking about Coach Bankole Olowokere, he says that he's proud of his girls The Nigerian side suffered a 2-0 defeat at the United States of America to bow out of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Dominican Republic. The coach refused to blame the players, instead applauded them and hoped they get better luck next time. He said, I'm quote, "I'm so proud of the girls. They've given it their best, come all the way, and they are kids who are developing. They've given their best, but maybe their best wasn't good enough. My fellow Nigerians, we can go beyond this level. We will try and be better next time." End of quote. The words of Bankole Olobokere. Now we head to WAFU, where we hear the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Gusau, and 7 other presidents of the WAFB zone met and discussed the development of the game in the region. The meeting, which was held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, was chaired by the Ghana president, Simeon Okraku. The meeting was held on the sideline of the 46th Ordinary General Assembly of the Commission of African Football CAF President Patrick Mosepe, in company of General Secretary Omba Masango's Grace. The meeting, the discussion revolved around the support and growth of football in West Africa. And it's good news from Lome, Togo, as our Flying Eagles came from a goal down to beat the Niger Republic by 3-1 in the semi-finals of 2024 WAFB Under-20 Championship. The Niger Republic side scored the first goal in the 10th minute and then making effort to defend their slim lead. But the 3 goals in one in the first half and 2 in the second half was enough for Aliyu Zubeiru's team to win the game by 3-1, thereby booking themselves a ticket to the CAF Under-20 African Cup of Nations. We now know they would face Ghana in the final of the 2024 WAFB Championship held in Lome, Togo. It came from a goal down to beat the Republic at 3-1, while Ghana beat Cote d'Ivoire 2-1 in the semi-final to book its final ticket against Nigeria. The final will hold on the 30th of October 2024 at the Stade Kegwe Lome. And that game is for 7 p.m. The 2 finalists have already qualified for the CAF Under-20 African Nations Cup. Nigeria, the defending champions, as they won the title last in 2022. And now we go to that big story, that big game that went down. Come on. Between Nigeria and Libya, the African Coordination qualifier that did not hold. I can get this update officially at the weekend from CAF. We hear that after careful studying the whole evidence provided by the parties involved, the hammer of Conventional African Football CAF has fallen on Libya. The game has been in the spotlight after the Super Eagles players were maltreated by at the Abarak Stadium, Abarak Airport, in Libya. The disciplinary committee of the football body met on Wednesday about the game, but had to delay the verdict until the weekend. According to the verdict, Libya has been forfeited the game with 3 points and 3 goals and will have to pay a huge fine. A fine of $50,000 We hear that they will be paid, and of course they've got 60 days, 60 days of notification of the present decision to pay up that debt. So 3 points to Nigeria, 3 goals to Nigeria, and they move up to 10 points as it is, and then of course $50,000 will be paid by the Libyan Football Federation. But we hear that the Libyan Football Federation is set to challenge the Commission of African Football CAF recent ruling on the forfeited African Cup of Nations qualifier against Nigeria in the Court of Arbitration for Sports (CAS). A report that Libya is contesting the decision, which awarded 3-0 victory after logistic issues led to the match cancellation. The NFF appeal will reportedly be submitted within the 3 days allowable window, with the legal representative handling the matter discreetly to avoid media coverage. The decision follows CAF findings which determined that Libya had breached various regulations. Wait and see what happens when it gets to CAF. But we hear that they are poised to take the case to CAS, and they are not agreeing at all with the decision. But one man is happy already. He's the chairman of House Committee of Sport, Kabiru Amadu. He says the Commission of African Football has protected the dignity of African football after awarding all 3 points to Nigeria in the botched AFCON qualifier against Libya in Benghazi. CAF disciplinary body has sanctioned the Libyan Football Federation by awarding all 3 points to the Super Eagles and sanctioned Libya USD $50,000. CAF found the LFF in breach of multiple regulations, leading to a forfeit loss to Libya in the match against the Super Eagles originally scheduled for October the 15th in Benghazi. Honorable Amado, who represents Guzo Safi Federal Constituency of Kasafrani House of Representatives, said CAF decision is definitely in line with the spirit of fair play and must be commended. He said, I think CAF has sent a big message to every country in Africa with that decision, and I expect this to be the last time we would see such a disgraceful act from any home country. We leave that issue for a while. Now let's head out to some, of course, the Chan Eagles as they begin to prepare for the Chan qualifier. We hear that the coach of the team, talking about Austin Guavon, has released a 35-man lead. So MPFL leading scorer and Nasarawa United goal poacher Anas Yusuf and 34 others were listed for the Super Eagles B for the 2025 African Nations Cup Championship qualifying fixture against Ghana. Head coach Guavon Austin has called up to camp Remo Stars wing back Ismaila Sadiq, Kano Plus forward Zikilifu Rabiu, Enugu Rangers attacking midfielder Kazim Ogulaye, among others. The first leg, which is a reminder of the qualifying series of last edition, which Ghana edged on penalty shootout, is billed for Wednesday the 20th to 22nd of December with the return leg a week later. So, these are the full list. In the goalkeeping department, you have Ehiso Dume Osage of Rivers United, Henry Ozomena of Eyimba, and Mohamed Galadima of Nasarawa United. Defenders have Wisdom Ndom of Aqua United, Stephen Mayor of Rivers United, Ifeanyi Onyebuchi of Enugu Rangers, Ismaila Sadiq of Remo Stars, Yusuf Issa Bayelsa United, Abba Megeri of Economy Warriors, Taiwo Abdurafiu, Rangers United, Kabiru Mohammed, Kwara United, Junior Nduka, Remo Stars, Victor Collins, Nasarawa United, Abbas Usman, Economy Warriors. In midfield have Innocent Godwin of Abia Warriors, Jide Fatokun of Remo Stars, Musa Zayad, Economy Warriors, Savior Isaac, Enugu Rangers, Eze Ekutuzem, Eyimba, Emefwe, Aisosa, Kwara United, Tochuku Michael, Remo Stars, Ifeanyi Assurance, Lobby Stars, Kazim Ogulaye, Enugu Rangers, Seth Mai, Sunshine Stars, Stanley Ogambo, Lobby Stars, Muyiwa, Oritse Wemi, Bendel Insurance, and Taib Gidado, Ikorodu City. In the forward, you have Samuel Oyorinde of Shooting Stars, Anas Yusuf, Nasarawa United, Abdul Sanusi, Economy Warriors, Sikiru Alimi, Remo Stars, Abaka Damu, Plateau United, Rabiu Zikilifu, Caterpillars, Tim Tope, Vincent, Plateau United, and Michael Enaruma of Bendel Insurance. Don't forget, if you're watching me on YouTube, please do like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell so anytime we come live, you can also be part of the show. Don't forget as well to also you send up in your comments, so as you drop them, I'll be able to read them out as they come. You can also feel free to send us messages on WhatsApp. Send us messages on WhatsApp, exactly. WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp SMS. You can also send us SMS and call us. But either on WhatsApp or normal call on these numbers 0808-312-8618, 0808-312-8618, or 0700 010 961 0700 010 961. Let's hear your take. We want to talk about the Flying Eagles. We want to talk about the Flamingos. We want to talk about the Super Falcons or the MPFA. We want to talk about everything with all we discuss about, or even the botched issue between Libya and Nigeria. 3.3 goals, $50,000 US. You think it's a slap on the wrist, or you think something can be done, to rectify this issue? Okay, come on, keep it coming in. Don't forget, like I said, on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell, and drop your messages. Now let's go to the MPFL quickly. The Nigerian Premier Football League. It is, of course, match day 9. And I tell you, it was all fireworks across match venue. Where we hear Sunday, Mewa lone strike had ended Abia Warriors their first ever win over Bendel Insurance and their first away win of the season. The Umuchineke lad got the better of Benin Arsenal in the match day 9 of the MPFL encounter. Following this week, Abia Warriors have moved up to 4th in the MPFL table, pending the result from Sunday games. In Katsina, Nigeria Tornadoes continued their fine away form after a 1-0 draw with Katsina United. Despite Papa Daniel's 45th minute strike, the hosts restored parity in the second half to salvage a draw at home. Other match day 9 fixtures will continue across different centers. And these are the results of the games. Heartland returned to winning ways after an important 1-0 win over Remo Stars in match day 9. Captain of the Nazi Millionaire Peter Folaya, 71st minute goal, gave the host the victory against the league front runner in Port Harcourt. And Economy Warriors shocked Rivers United to extend their unbeaten run despite playing the majority of the game with a man advantage. The Meduguri side held the pride of Rivers 1-0 to a 1-0 draw in a keenly contested tie. Samala Bello had opened the scoring in the 31st minute for the visitor before Taufik Otaniyi pulled out an outstanding equalizer 2 minutes later. Elsewhere, Anas Yusuf continued his goal scoring spree with his 9th goal of the campaign. Come on, what a player he is. And that's why he's in the team for the Chan Eagles. He ensured that National United secured a 1-0 victory against Caterpillars. Eyimba left it late to beat Ikorodu City 2-1 at the Eyimba International Stadium in Aba, while Plateau United dismantled Sunshine Stars by 3-0. Shooting Stars, Club of Ibadan, secured a back-to-back home wins after beating Aqua United 2-1 at the Lekon Salami Stadium. So talking MPFL, one man is ahead of the game tonight. We hear that the hopes of the Obi Stars to get a victory against Bayern United suffered a huge blow as they are missing key players. The Pride of Benue currently rock bottom of the league after their inconsistent performance. They play the Prosperity Boys on Monday and they must win. They must win, but will do that without the duel of Moses Tucson and Stanley or Gamble. Both players are expected to recover for the next fixture after the Monday game. Talking about the Monday game, one man is not happy. Super Eagles and Kanopilas captain Ahmed Musa has been mood officiating in their 1-0 away loss to Nasarawa United in Lafia. A statement by the Kanopilas Directive of Media and Communication said that Musa expressed disappointment, emphasizing that the officiating demoralizes players and impact the league's credibility. In his words, the words of Musa, this is what he said: I have been praising the officiating and the progress in the league up until now, but the performance of the officials in the match day 9 game makes me wonder if coming back to play in the MPFL was the right choice. For the league to improve, we need to address the quality of officiating. Officials must not be allowed to diminish the players' morale and effort. If I keep witnessing such officiating, I cannot encourage anyone to return to the MPFL. It will be a waste of our effort if this continues. The word of Ahmed Musa. I would love to. If I want to hear from you, if you watch a glimpse of that game, do you quite agree that the officiating there was quite dodgy? Let's hear from you. And a full fixed result of game played in the MPFL. We saw match day 9. We saw Katsina United played a 1-0 draw with Niger Tornadoes. Bendel Insurance lost to Abia Warriors by a goal to Neo Shooting Stars. Defeated Aqua United by 2-1. That's why Canopilas game. And that's why winning by a goal to Neo. University United played a 1-0 draw with Economy Warriors. Plateau United beat Sunshine Stars by 3-0. Heartland got a victory against Ramos Stars by a goal to Neo. Aimba, like I said, left it late to beat Ikorodu City by 2-1. Lobby Stars take on Bielsa United tonight. Today, I beg your pardon, that game is for 3 p.m. and Kwara United will take on Enugu Rangers. That game is for 4 p.m. And before we leave Nigeria for the foreign scene, we hear that a hat-trick hero in the Europa League final, talking about Ademola Lookman, finally, he said he's going to the Ballon d'Or ceremony on Monday, and it's going to be a special moment for him. After a blistering season with Atlanta this season, the Nigerian international was nominated for the Ballon d'Or. His hat-trick in the Europa League gave the Italian side their first ever European silverware. The award is led for Monday, and Lookman is expected to grace the occasion. He said, the massive moment for the club and for me, a special moment. We made history last year. Thanks, everyone. We continue to work hard and keep going. The words of Ademola Lookman. And we are following the red card he received in the Champions League match against AC Milan. Nigerian Super Eagles and Club Brugge midfielder Rafa Ndikachi is set to get heavy sanction from the club. The international was sent off in the 40th minute as Club Brugge ended up losing 3-1. We hear, according to the club source, they are scrutinizing the situation before it will be the second time Onikra will get a red card in the continental game this year. Wait and see if he gets under the knife. Okay, now, without wasting more time, guys, let's head out to the foreign scene. Let's begin all the way from golf, guys. Let's go to golf, where English Liz Young was the Women Indian Open, Women Indian Open, I beg your pardon, by one shot to claim her second ladies European Tour title for the 2-year-old trailed compatriot Alex Hossen and Belgian Manon de Roy at the DLF Golf Country Club in Mayan before carrying a final round of 72 to finish 2 under par overall. On Sunday, De Roy went round in 74 to finish 1 shot behind Young and tie for second with Singapore Shannon Tan, New Zealand Mamoka Kabori, and French Agatha Suzin. Hudson meanwhile finished 11th after a disappointing 79. To MotoGP, where reigning MotoGP champion Francesco Bagnaia cut George Martin championship lead to 17 points with 2 races of the season remaining thanks to victory in the Thailand Grand Prix. Italian Bagnaia, riding for Ducati, claimed the 9th win of the season in a wet condition at the Chang International Circuit in Bahrain. Pramac Racing, Martin finished second. Fellow Spaniard Pedro Acosta third in Tech 3. Bagnaia, who slipped from pole to third at the start, regained the lead from Magnin on lap 5 before the race developed into a duel between Bagnaia and 6-time champion Marc Marquez. And on to Formula 1, where London Norris cut Max Verstappen's lead to 47 points and labeled his rival dangerous as the championship battle reached boiling point at the Mexican City Grand Prix. Verstappen was given a 2 10-second penalty for his driving against Norris for 2 incidents in the same lap, but still managed to finish 6th. Norris took 2nd place, catching and passing Ferrari Charles Leclerc for the 2nd with 9 laps to go, while Ferrari's Charles Sainz took a dominant victory. Verstappen was given 1 penalty for forcing Norris off the track in an incident at the turn 4 on lap 10, another for leaving the track and gaining an advantage 4 corners later. Verstappen fell foul of being in quite the same position as he had been last weekend's United States Grand Prix. To tennis, well, Jack Draper won the biggest title of his career at the East Bank Open in Vienna as the British #1 breakout season reached even greater height. Draper produced an outstanding level to beat Russian Karen Khachanov 6-4, 7-5 in the final of the ATP 500 Masters. 22-year-old left-hander who reached the maiden Grand Slam semi-final at the US Open last month will rise to a career high ranking of 15th in the world on Monday. Also, we hear that Mure, who's 38, the Australian partner and his Australian partner Jen Pair won 6-3, 7-6 against top seed Wesley Kohlhoff and Nikola Metic. It was Mure's 2nd title of the season and his 1st with Pair, with whom he reached Wimbledon and US Open finals since 2015. However, New Skupski, we hear, missed out on the 3rd British success of the day when losing the Vienna double final. Skupski and New Zealand Michael Venos were beaten 4-6, 6-3, 10-1 by Australian Alexander Aula and Lucas Mandler, who were given wildcard for their home event. And after tennis, where head coach Steve Kerr said the injury Golden State Warriors superstar Steph Curry picked up in a 102 defeat against LA Clippers is a concern. 36-year-old first limped out of the game in the 3rd quarter and when he received treatment on a twisted ankle. Curry, a 2-time MVP, returned to the game 4 minutes into the 4th quarter, but immediately aggravated the issue and had to be helped to the locker room by teammate Grant Payton. He's doing okay. He used the word mild or moderate. He's obviously sprained the adult ankle many times before. He doesn't think it's too bad, but it's a concern. Curry, who has an extensive history of ankle injuries, scored 18 points as the Warriors lost their 1st game of the NBA. Elsewhere, the Boston Celtics beat Detroit Pistons 124 to 118, while the Houston Rockets narrowly lost 109 to 106 against the San Antonio Spurs. The Miami Heat cruised past the Charlotte Hornets 114 to 106 after unveiling a statue of franchise legend Dwayne Wade. Wade is Miami's leading all-time scorer and led the Heat to the 3 NBA championship over 2 stints in Florida. So that's how it panned out in the NBA. And before we go to the games that were played this weekend across the top 5 leagues in Europe, let's go straight to this news from La Liga, where teenage forward Lamine Yamal was among Barcelona players targeted by racist abuse during Saturday's El Clasico against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Videos on social media appear to show the 17-year-old Spaniard being taunted by a section of home fans and celebrated his 77-minute goal by pointing to his name at the back of the shirt. Lewandowski netted twice and Rafinha completed the scoring as Barcelona cruised to a 4-0 win to move 6 points above their rival at the top of La Liga. Both Real Madrid and La Liga condemned the abuse, but did not specify which Barcelona player had been targeted. I told you it's a Clásico. It was a game of 2 halves, I must tell you. Barcelona and Real Madrid. Madrid had the first half, had the chances. Mbappe fluffed his lines. Madrid wasted chance after chance. And the second half, Barcelona took over the game, and not 1, not 2, but 4-star Barcelona in a 4-0 victory. Lewandowski scoring twice, 2 goals in 2 minutes in 54th and 56 minutes. Lamine Yamal, and of course, a rejuvenated Rafinha helped Barcelona to a 4-0 thumping. Yes, you heard me. 4-0 thumping of Madrid in the Spanish La Liga. Big win, I must tell you. 6 points, they are clear of their rival. Other games in the Spanish La Liga this weekend, we saw Real Sociedad lose to Osasuna by 2-0. Getafe played a 1-0 draw with Valencia. Real Betis beat Atletico Madrid by 1-0. Leganés 3, Celta Vigo 0. Real Volcano 1, Alaves 0. Las Palmas beat Girona by 0-0. Valladolid 1, Villarreal 2. Espanyol 0, Sevilla 2. One game tonight, Monday Night Football, we see Mallorca host Athletic Club. In the Bundesliga, it was Harry Kane, man. Kane is able, he scored as his team were on fire. But it returned to the top of the Bundesliga in his time with a resounding victory over bottom side Bochum. Olis opened the score with a 20-yard free kick over the wall after 15 minutes, becoming the second player after Harry Kane to score as many as 5 goals in his first 5 Bundesliga away appearance for the club. Other goals, we saw Jamal Musiala, Leroy Sané, and of course Kingsley Coman all scoring as it was 5-star performance. They beat Bochum by 5-0. And Victor Boniface wasn't as injured as we thought, as he was on target for his team. Yes, Bayer Leverkusen, as they were pegged by Werder Bremen at the Werder Stadion by 2-2. Yes, pegged here. They were held in that encounter. Boniface scored just 6 days after he was involved in a traffic accident. But it wasn't enough as his team were held to a 2-2 draw. Full result in the Bundesliga, we saw Union Berlin 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Heidenheim 0, Hoffenheim 0, VfB Bochum 0, Bayern Munich 5, Werder Bremen 2, Leverkusen 2. We have Stuttgart beat Holstein Kiel by 2-1. Augsburg defeated Dortmund, struggling Dortmund, continuing their poor start to the season by 2-1. St. Pauli played a goalless draw with Wolfsburg. Red Bull Leipzig defeated Freiburg by 3-1, and Mainz played a 1-0 draw with Borussia Mönchengladbach. In Italian Serie A, it was substitute Kenan Yildiz scoring twice as Juventus fought back to draw against Inter Milan in an 8-goal tussle between the Serie A giants. It was 4-2 at some point, but Inter Milan picked back with those 2 goals to ensure they got a 4-4 victory. Inter Milan were 2-0 up, 2-1 up. Zielinski scoring 2 penalties in the 15th and the 37th minute. Mkhitaryan also was on target at the 35th minute. On free story, I made it 4-2 after Vlahovic and Timothy Weah had scored, but unfortunately it ended 4-4 at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza Stadium. To talk about the San Siro, 4-4 it ended in that encounter. Other games saw Fiorentina spank Roma by 5-1. Monza and Venezia played out a 2-2 draw. Lazio defeated Genoa by 3-0. I can confirm that to you. And the Lukman scored a brace for his team as they beat Verona by 2-1 for Atlanta. Parma and Empoli played out a 1-0 draw. Bologna and Milan again were postponed. Napoli beat Lecce by 1-0 and are now 6 points clear at the top of the table. Udinese beat Cagliari with our owner Marco Koye in goal, beating them by 2-0. And Torino beat Como by 1-0. And for Paris Saint-Germain, they extended their unbeaten run to 9 games and remain top of League All with a dominant victory over Marseille on Saturday. So Marseille fans left at halftime with their team behind by 3 goals and having had a man sent off in the first half. Goals, of course, from Joao Neves in the 7th minute and Ongo by Baladi in the 29th minute. And, of course, Bakola made it 3-0 in the 40th minute. Harit picked up a red card in that game. And I tell you, it was one-way traffic for Paris Saint-Germain at the Orange Villadome as Marseille were beaten 3-0 in that encounter. And so this is how the game looked like. Match day 9 of the League All. Rennes beats Le Havre by 1-0 Angers 4-10-2. Reims lost to Brest by 1-2. Lens lost to Lille by 2-0. Lyon, Olympique Lyonnais played a 2-2 draw with Auxerre. Nice and Monaco. And Nice beat Monaco by 2-1. Monaco picked up a red card in that game. Montpellier played lost to Toulouse by 3-0. Strasbourg beat Nantes by 3-1. And Paris Saint-Germain went away at the Villadome to beat Marseille by 3-0. Brestius continue their perfect start to the season. Like I told you earlier, they beat Reims by 2-1. And of course, in the Premier League, the biggest league in the world, guys, you know how we do it. The biggest game had to be the Arsenal vs Liverpool game at the Emirates Stadium in London, as Arsenal were pegged back late on by certain Mohamed Salah in the 85th minute of play to get a 2-2 draw in that encounter. Arsenal thought they had got the point when Mikel Moreno headed in from the free kick after Bukayo Saka belted in one in the 9th minute after his return from the starting line of Dark made it 2-1. 1-1, I beg your pardon. Moreno made it 2-1, but Salah ensured that game ended 2-2. And what it means, Arsenal now 5 points adrift of Manchester City, 4 adrift Liverpool. But Chelsea, Cole Palmer was the decisive man, scoring the 47 minutes to give Chelsea a 2-1 win against Newcastle. Nicola Jackson had scored the earlier goal, and Isaac equalized, but Cole Palmer was the deciding factor. West Ham beat Man United, struggling Man United by 2-1. Gerard Bowen scoring a penalty in the 90th minute of that game to ensure they beat them by 2-1. Casemiro on target, but it wasn't enough. Aston Villa and AFC Bournemouth had to share the spoil. Van Nielsen with the equalizer after Ross Barkley had given them the lead in the 76th minute. Van Nielsen scoring the 90+6 minute. And of course, who can stop a Berechi Eze and Jean-Philippe Mateta? They combined to ensure they beat Tottenham Hotspur at Selhurst Park by 1-0. So these are the results of games. Match day 9 of the APL. Leicester City losing on Friday Night Football to Nottingham Forest by 3-1. Manchester City 1, Southampton 0. Brentford beat Ipswich Town by 4-3. Brighton played a 2-2 draw with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Aston Villa and Bournemouth played a 1-0 draw. Everton and Fulham played a 1-0 draw. So Crystal Palace beat Tottenham Hotspur by 1-0. Chelsea defeated Newcastle by 2-1. West Ham defeated Man United by 2-0. And Arsenal and Liverpool had to share the Emirates Stadium. That game ended 2-2. Okay, let's get some of the messages from our YouTube page. Lots of messages coming in from the YouTube. Before I go to this one is from, of course, Fireman Hamani. He said the best 100%, the king of the draw, still unbeaten. Big shout out to Academy Warriors. And now Yusuf of Nasarawa United is in form of his life. 9 goals already this season. Has a flick back and playing the finest highlight in the history of football. Mosala getting to rescue for and slot slide side with his 11th goal against Arsenal, adding to the Gunners to his favorite team. He loves scoring. The first is Man United with 12 goals. Xavi Hernandez is going to build Man United to the fullest if he's been given the chance. Xavi Hernandez is going to build Man United to the fullest if given the chance. That's for Fireman Hamani. Fireman Hamani, thank you very much for those comments as they come in. So keep the comments coming in. Like I said, if you're following us on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell, and come drop those comments. We're giving voices to those comments. And before we leave, guys, as I expect more comments coming, let's go to the transfer gist as I give you later before we leave. I leave the studio for today. Let's go straight to Paris Saint-Germain, where we hear they have joined Real Madrid in the race to sign Liverpool 26-year-old England right back Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool, meanwhile, have inquired about RB Leipzig 22-year-old Bosnia and Herzegovina right back Amad Dedic as a potential replacement for Alexander-Arnold. For Wolverhampton Wanderers, they have made one for Georgia attacking midfielder Georgi Kakadze as a primary target in January. Wait and see if he joins the team. Madrid president Florentino Perez is preparing the groundwork to replace manager Carlo Ancelotti next season with Bayern Leverkusen boss Xabi Alonso. And former Italy striker Mario Balotelli has had his medical booked on Monday before signing for Serie A side January. The 4-year-old is a free agent after leaving Turkey side Adana Demirspor. West Ham are interested in Atlanta and Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman as manager. John Lutpegi hopes to boost his attacking option in January. West Ham for Lookman, I don't know. Maybe you tell me. Manchester City are set to offer Croatian defender Jasko Gavdiol an improved contract of £150,000 a week to extend his stay at HSM Stadium at least by 2 years onto 2030. England and Chelsea attacking midfielder Cole Palmer remains committed to the Blues despite being linked to the move away, including a return to Manchester City. AC Milan are interested in offering a 27-year-old Liverpool and Italian winger Federico Chiesa a route back to the Serie A. He struggled for game time at Liverpool and is even out injured as we speak. Former Germany defender Matt Hummels could leave Roma in January despite only joining the Serie A club as a free transfer agent to make a party in the summer. AC Milan will look to extend the contract of Dutch midfielder Tijani Ryder amid interest from Man City and Barcelona. And finally, Daniel De Rossi could be in line for a shock monument return to Roma just over a month after being sacked by the club, with the current boss Ivan Juric under pressure after 5-1 thrashing by Fiorentina. Okay, guys, so this is how much we can take today on the show. Can't say everything that has a beginning definitely doesn't have an end, and they like to say all is well that ends well. But don't worry, guys, we'll be back again very soon to give you some more updates around the sporting world. Come on, it was indeed a weekend of so much glitz and glory. The Falcon and the Flamingos, the Flying Eagles, of course. Not forgetting the top leagues in Europe, the NPFL, guys. It's goals. Come on, if you know what, if you're not following the NPFL, if you're not watching the NPFL, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so do well to follow all the leagues, including wrestling that just concluded. Judo is ongoing as we speak at the National Stadium. I'm not forgetting the basketball conference is far away in Benin City, Edo State. Okay, guys, keep talking sport, keep living sport. Sport is life, and life will be meaningless without sport, guys. Come on. Okay, if your child or what is participating in this club, please encourage she or him or her. They could be the next big thing, I tell you, just to give them the support. They could be the next Tobloba Muscle, the next Austin JJ or Kutcher, the next Tobloba Muscle, the next Aziz Shola. So don't, come on, guys. Do support them, okay? Okay, I remain your one and only your sport bishop, your magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor. None so as you say, do have yourself a wonderful day. Bye for now. Keep it locked on Voice of the People 96.1 from Abuja. Bye for now, and have a great day.